Let's slide over to the Western Conference and start with the Winnipeg Jets against the hot St. Louis Blues. The President Cup winning Winnipeg Jets have home ice, and we can't talk about this series unless we talk about goaltending. And let's start with Connor Hellebuyck, who's going to win the Vezina. He's in the running for the Hart. He might win the Hart Trophy as well. They could have a Vezina and Hart winner on their team in one player in Connor Hellebuyck. Let me just say this before I get into the rest of this, and this applies to every series in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Don't let what happened in the past to any of these teams or any of these players cloud you or blind you from what you've seen this season. The Winnipeg Jets are the best team in the NHL. They proved it in the regular season. They have every single piece. They can roll all four lines. Their defense is solid, and they have the best goaltending in the league, and it's not even close. I mean, Vasilevsky down the stretch has been really good, but Hellebuyck has been great from the start of the season to the end, and he was good for USA in the Four Nations. So there's no reason to think that he can't replicate that form in the playoffs. And I get it. He hasn't done it before, but he can. You cannot be this good and not be able to execute in the playoffs. I find that very hard to believe. Now, on the other side, you're looking at Jordan Binnington. Guy's won a cup. He won the cup on the road. He just went to the Four Nations with Canada and had John Cooper back him as much as possible and say, that's our guy. He's going to win it for us. And he did just that. Canada doesn't win that Four Nations without Binnington. St. Louis doesn't win that cup back in 2019 without Jordan Binnington. So this guy can show up and win a series. Don't discount the Blues because they got a legit goaltender in between the pipes. And think about what St. Louis has done. They entered the Four Nations face-off 8 points out of a playoff spot. Then they went on a 19-4-3 run out of the break and didn't look back. They got into the wild card and they're like, well, this is ours now. So, I mean, the Blues are fantastic. They have so many players who can do so many different things. I don't know if there's a hotter player going into the playoffs than Robert Thomas. I don't think there is. I think he's got like 25 points in his last like 15 games. Unbelievable player. So like most matchups in this first round, this series can hinge on special teams. The Blues' weakness, the PK, 27th ranked, not very good heading into the postseason, especially when you're going up against the #1 power play in the NHL. That's the Jets. That's the Jets. Velarde, power play god. Morrissey on there. Scheifele on there. Kyle Connor on there. Lethal. And I think when you have Hellebuyck in your net, combine that with an incredible special teams, I think you win any series that you're in. So I'm going Jets. I'm going Jets 4-2. So Jets in 6 games.